Got a side project, perhaps, possibility, the upper left corner. I'm going to try to clean up the audio I have for that movie by Lenny Bruce. This is a quick couple minutes opening up. You've got Amber Heard. I was out of the loop on all that. I gave up on the medium. I think it's all fake. Who cares? So this is great for me. I'm catching up. I'm months later. Is it months later yet? Or this woman, Savannah Guthrie, her face is done. Amber Heard's face is done. They do a lot of quick editing, so I won't really be able to focus in on Amber Heard. What the hell happened there? Sorry for my cursing. The L word. So there's Farrah Fawcett reading her lines, studying her lines. These people want me to keep making these videos. If I do, it's on my own terms. A video or two back, it's a nice one on Hannah Arendt. It had nothing to do with those people. It was Hannah Arendt. Amber Heard, I don't even care. I just wanted to have some video in the background. I've already gone through this, and now, okay, I can get to the point now. So you have, apparently, Fiorella Isabel is now in Moscow. She's working for RT. Farron used to work for RT and then Sputnik. She claims she has nothing to do with the Russians anymore. I don't know why the Russians, well, we do know the Russians allow American COINTELPRO on their TV because it serves. So there's Farron studying her lines and then looking over. I think she has 3 teleprompters in there, 3 or 4. I don't know how. Now she's smug, happy right there. I don't know how they're getting away with this. I don't know why why it isn't going viral, that they're scripted. Are people that detached from what's going on with the internet to not care that these shows are from the Snowden documents? So I've got video lined up. This was just an intro for 5 minutes. There's about a minute to go. What is all this distraction? That movie looks stupid. And some protests going. Dateline. So yes, apparently these shows are anti-mainstream media, yet all they do is plug them. Every show. They're scripted. Every show for hours on end. Oh wow, that Lenny Bruce movie started to get good, but I missed it. So I'm going to study the Lenny Bruce movie, I'm going to try to fix up that audio, and then put together the so-called watch-along with the analysis, the interactive watching of movie. I took notes, got notes coming up, so starting in about 20 seconds, things are really going to pick up and go with more of a flow. Thank you for your patience. This is the Tokyo Shemp Supertroll Network. This is Scoop King News, which outranks Scoop Gang. Hello, how's everyone doing today? Was working on this last night, and on this part, I just quit. This is taken from my notes. So I wrote down some notes. I watched this a couple days ago. Now it's on slow motion. Basically, the note for this clip is the teleprompter reflecting. The script is reflecting off of Shanda's eyeglasses. That's the teleprompter I proved was on the fault lines table. It's not a coincidence with the war in Ukraine. But even before then, Shane quit. I was in there and I exposed it. I freaked out Shane. He was making comments in the chat. Okay, this note, I told myself at blah 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 this time stamp. Check out Ms. Franzak's jaw. That's called asymmetrical facial topography. She says she's not involved with Russia today, yet she joins up with Convo Couch, Roar Media, the Manitalk, the Ebon Cam, the Jamal Thomas. It's beyond that though, it's also Sam Cedar, Jank Uger. It's the entirety of all this stuff that's fake linked. This is called inorganic. So I cropped out her eyes in this part for this last note I'm going to share. She's reading while Jardul is talking. So she's studying her lines. That's what they're all doing. I see Shanda took her glasses off. I'm trying to quit making this type of video. I am not encouraging people to watch them. I don't care though, because they're gonna make the stats look good no matter what. They're going to keep plugging away because they have fake AstroTurf in their favor. I don't know on what planet they don't understand. You can't make it this obvious. I proved it before they realized it was too obvious. That's the teleprompter right there. There's a gap. It was as if there was no way for it not to be seen. Once I knew it was there, I started zooming in on it on one fault lines with Shane still there. Jamal had on State Trooper sunglasses. You could see them. You could see two of them. Shane's was a lot more difficult to locate, but you could easily see the one right there. That's right behind. I'm pretty sure that's the one right behind. Oh wait, no. Well, now I'm confused. My eyesight isn't the best. That seems to be right behind Shane's monitor. But nonetheless, I saw it. I find it confusing, but I'm positive it can be seen. It's right there. And then later on, they proved it. It's like Echo Park. You know Echo Park was fudged with Johnny walking away. Okay, I'll come back and we'll run through this again. There's Farron with hard grimace. Well, it's gone now. And, well, she's still grimacing, but you have to sort of sense it. Her eyebrows shooting up. That's the teleprompter right there. I don't know why they make it so obvious. I don't know why they still make it this obvious. The drug use is obvious. Everything is obvious. Yet I was the only one. I'm the only one coming up with this. I think social media is dead. Otherwise, there would be more. Sorry, the coffee maker. There would be more. There would just be others. I'm the only one saying that these are the people from the Snowden documents. It's so obvious, though. I think it's because few people are capable of considering the extent what I'm allegating. Allegating? That's not a word. I'm alleging. She used to be incredibly gorgeous. If you go by the previous newscast, this is my live stream shtick. This is me with no edit cuts. I can mute stuff out. I'm not going to mute anything out, though, this time. I'm not coughing or anything. Oh, does Chandra have a little scratchy poo? Farron goes into a crazy woman shtick because her face is so done from the tardive dyskinesia. H.A. Goodman started doing that. Once Goodman went into a tailspin, right there. Right there. That was her going into crazy mode as a shtick. Here she is reading. We know Echo Park was all fudged up because Johnny and Glory acted guilty when they were filmed by German and Venice. She doesn't even look like she used to look. They can't do these shows without being scripted. They're putting these shows on nearly every day. H.A. Goodman, I think, goes on every day for years on end. I'm truly attempting to stop making this type of video. I want to do the talking with video. So we're looking at communication theory. The biggest problem with the internet is definitely the lack of freedom of association. There's nothing free about the internet for developing a community or anything. It's all being monitored. It's all being manipulated. They don't just monitor, they also manipulate. It's called agitprops and false flags. This is called entrapment. It's just wrong. We're not supposed to play God. Okay, coming up to the end of this 5 minute to overlay everything. I've got this new shtick. I'll come back in about 10 seconds. This will be off the board. Enough of this Franzak. She's no longer that beauty we all wanted to get to know. I'm just going to run some Lenny Bruce in the background. This is not a developing shtick. I don't think we're free on internet. Even if I'm having fun, or I was having fun, I mean, as a blogger, even though I'm interested in things such as theoretical physics, philosophy, social psychology, and a lot of other things, sociology, it seems pointless to share anything. The vast majority of people out there are either paid fakes or they're conformists. They're lost. The only possible conclusions I see for individuals, there's Lenny. There's no way I can line it up now to make it exact, so I can speak and it'll make sense with what I'm saying. But I am going to put this in the background. I'm looking at Lenny right now. I think if there's reincarnation, that I was him. This is my big finish, this is how it goes. The internet's rigged. I'm just sharing that information. I didn't just share it. I didn't just blurt it out. Just for reference, I'm watching, so if I try to line it up a little bit, it's Lenny Bruce just handed a dress to a young lady. He's a seedy character in this one. A lot of edit cuts, so one can only imagine what was left out. This was probably considered X-rated back then. It's like cough, I think I just made. I'm going to keep going with this for about 8 minutes. I think that's Lenny Bruce's mom in this movie. The great thing about Dance Hall Racket is you get sort of a feel for how real people were like back in that day. It'll be time consuming for me to put together this movie because the audio file is so bad. I'm thinking of recording it and then trying to reduce bad sounds. And then after that I would rewatch it, would put together my part of it with the better volume, or at least be able to share better volume. This stuff is not rocket science in regards to blogging, TV, acting, writing. Nothing out there is rocket science. My conclusion is that narcissism, explains why nothing gets better. People are psychologically twisted into doing dirty work. Johnny Carson was not a criminal, so to speak, yet he did the dirty work of maintaining the Hollywood system. I would like to do my best and share wisdom. I just feel it's going to be stolen. It's just going to be ripped off of from my mouth to their demented mimicry. So I had this big thing where after Mike Tyson apparently made a big deal out of, if someone wants to hunt you, it'll happen. And it was made to seem like it was an original thought from Mike Tyson. Long story short, it's the most dangerous game. A pre-code. I downloaded it and I played it a lot during one of those basketball live streams I put together. I'll be talking here for about 4 more minutes. And on one of those rare times, I was listening to the Anarchy in the Morning on Rockfin, the Jardula Poinkinen scripted whatever that is. They just they took that whole thing I did, they just stole it, and there was Poinkinen talking up the most dangerous game, and that was like that had to be at least 2 or 3, that was quite a bit of time after the original story. I'm not going to chase this stuff down. They're gaslighting people. If they know we're addicted to personalities, some of us get addicted to reality shows, so to speak. Now they're going to start saying so to speak. But I'm quitting their racket scam. I've got a new racket shtick in the pipeline. Wow, this woman's making a total Freemason signs at the bar in the movie. I'll have to try to really zoom in on this. I have the info of when I was watching a little bit. It's a blonde woman up at the bar. She had both the 666 and the devil horn going on. People pick that up from sororities, from college, and they're in every town. This movie is so tacky. It's funny too, though. It's a comedy. Whoa, violent. Some pretty severe violence there. There is violence in this thing. Oh, it got good. I got sensory overload with everything, mostly with sound, but I also get it with ideas. So anyway, that will about wrap it up. I will try to be more entertaining. I won't hold back. I said I'll hold back because they're just going to steal it from me. Just please don't expect anything. Maybe if I say anything profound or clever, it will be organic but I honestly, sincerely do not feel pushed to keep at this. I do want to keep up a little bit though, because it's fun. It's not that tough at all. So my next plan is probably to see if I can clean up the audio for Dancehall Racket, and then I'm gonna put together a watch along, a viewing together. I'm the kind of person who would rather talk with other people than to shush them because I'm watching something. There's Lenny. So I want to basically study Lenny. There's little moments that you can kind of see who he is. You just have to remember that this is a scripted show that he put together. He was probably the rich man's Ed Wood Jr. Okay, we get about just about 10 seconds left. Now there's about 5 seconds. So that's it, couple seconds, and thank you.